Hey guys, I'm here and I'm queer, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean my African claw frog tank, because a lot of people don't know how to do that, and it takes a while. But that's why I'm live instead of actually
laying on the ladder for some reason while no one's watching him.
Whatever, I'm busy.
Laying on the ladder. Laying!
Anyways, so I'm recording this because it takes a while. Well, I'm live streaming this instead of recording it because it takes a while to clean out his tank. So first things first, we gotta get him a nice little thing to hang out in while we clean. I usually just use pot and then put something over it. So if I can find one that's not like buried. Give me a second here. Just let you guys right there. And I'll get back to it. This will work. It's just a glass bowl. Whatever. And then I'll put this lid over it because he does jump. So the first things first, what you do is you put water in it. I'll be right back. Alright, we have some water in the bowl. It's enough water for him to hang out in while I clean out his tank. And from there, I put a few drops of water conditioner in it because he cannot have regular tap water because it would be bad for him. Put a few drops in there. We're going to go ahead and mix that around. And there we go, so that's all done. I'm going to see if I can find a smaller lid. Because I want him to be comfortable and be able to breathe as well. That'll work. We're using this lid instead. It's smaller. Yeah, so next part of this is catching him, which is going to take a little bit because he does not like it. Ugh, there it is. Fishnet, and now it's time to capture him, which is going to take forever. And that is no lie. So I'm going to set you guys right here while I attempt to capture him. Also partly because I need to plug my phone in. Go. Here, Yoda. I'm gonna move these books and papers. No, Yoda, it's okay. Yoda, it's okay. Yoda! Ah! No, crap. Yoda, come here, baby, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Get in there. Okay. Ew, I got stuff over me. Okay, and that does happen, by the way. They can jump, and they will jump out of the net that you put them in, and then jump around the house, which is not good for them. And if you don't have a lid over their tank, they could do that and potentially die if they jump out and go hide because they cannot be without water. All right. Next part, which I'm going to unplug my phone for. So next thing is I have to connect the pipe thingy, the hose, to my bathtub. This is the hose I use. It's very easy to use, potentially. I have to take stuff out of my bathtub, that way don't get disgusting frog poop in my bathtub, like all over my bathtub. So mat and everything comes out. Now this is really easy. All you gotta do is untwist this from here. I'm doing it over the bathtub because it has water in it still. There it goes. So you take the shower head off, and then you take this thing and you connect it like so. Give me a second, this will take me a minute. And now that's connected. And you just throw that in there. Then you take the hose and you bring it over here to the tank. Just slam that in there. I have to completely drain his tank. It'll take a while. It's okay. Right beside my sink. And I'll show you guys how to clean things here in a minute. Yeah. Anyways, next is to get this started. So you turn on your thing. You turn on the shower head. And then you take the thing, and you start filling it, and then draining it. It's as easy as that, and once you believe everything is starting to drain, you just turn off the water, come over here, and move this around to gather up all of the nasties from the frog's tank. Now, this is the part that takes a while, so we're going to go ahead and put you guys up over here, and I'll tell you guys more about his care. So, African claw frogs are more of a no touch but look kind of pet. You can't exactly touch them because the oils on your hands will kill him. My African claw frog eats earthworms. He also eats sinking frog food. He likes the sinking food more than the floating food, but we don't have much of the sinking food that I can find. So recently he's been eating earthworms that I find in the backyard and some floating food that he does not like, which makes him very mad at me, but it's okay. I have to completely drain this whole freaking thing. Because the water's disgusting. Because either he doesn't eat his food, or he does and then he gets poop everywhere. So, yeah. I was getting a towel for my hand because I don't like it getting wet. Give me a second. Okay. Bugs. When they go to get the food, they will run with their mouths open and go like this and use their claws, which are on their flippers, and bring food. See by feeling vibrations. They're not like fully blind, but they're mostly blind, so they see by using the vibrations of the water and pinpointing where the stuff is, where the food is. They do breathe air, but their skin is made for water. So they live in water, but breathe air. So they'll come up for air every now and again, and they'll off the surface and it kind of looks like they're dead, but trust me, they're not. I made the mistake of thinking they were dead when I first got him, thinking he was dead, just like, you know, floating on top of the cage, like, oh, he's dead, what the heck? And then I went to touch him and he tried to eat my finger. Because he does not know the difference between a finger and food. African claw frogs are, I don't believe they're illegal in any states. They might be, so check that before you get one if you want one. I used to have two. I don't remember what gallon tank this is. I don't remember. Wait, let me see if I can figure it out. Nope, everything is completely ripped off, all the stickers. But I'm gonna assume because I put like the water conditioner, because I had to put more water conditioner in it, I put about enough for 20 gallons. So we fill it up to about here, so I'm gonna say it's maybe a 40-gallon tank. And we used to have two. This is actually a pretty big tank for only having one. We used to have two, and they're very social animals. And if you have just one, you can just have one. But if you're going to have two, if one of them dies before the other one gets really sad. And oftentimes they will click to each other. You'll hear this weird clicking noise, and that's them calling out to each other for a mate or just making sure that they have their friend nearby. My frog had a friend named Zippy. She was a albino African claw frog. He is just a normal, like, gray-green African claw frog. And she died. We believe of natural causes. She was an albino, so albinos tend not to live as long as regular animals. So, yeah. He also really likes to hide, so I do suggest having a lot of things for them to hide in. We have multiple different things. We have some piping in here that he really likes. This pipe right here that he really likes to hide in. We have we have a plant pot with a plant in it that I just took out a few minutes ago. We have rocks for him to hide behind and such. So we have a lot of stuff for him to hide behind. He really likes to hide. And yeah. Now I gotta say, I really do like this hose because it's really easy to use. The only downside is if you accidentally make the hose go straight up and down, and it will stuck onto the bottom of the tank, and then you have to restart it on the whole draining system. That long as you do it right, and oftentimes I do it right the first time, and then the rest of it I cannot get it for some reason. Here's this little pot that he likes to hide in. I gotta say, I think the cutest thing he does is he will literally just sit up like on top of his little piping, put his little flippers over it, and he looks like he's a guard, like on the lookout, and it's the cutest thing. They are really easy to take care of. You do not need to feed them every day. I believe you only have to feed them once a week. I feed mine once to twice a week. But he's always hungry, like always. Or he'll act like he's always hungry. If you put anything in front of him, he will eat it, no matter what it is. And it's scary. It's almost time for me to start tipping this. I do tip my tank to try to get all the water out as much as possible. So I'm going to go get some books to balance that on. Okay, today's beautiful looks. I usually do not do this alone. Alright. There we go. I very much do not suggest doing that alone. Because that freaking tank is really freaking heavy. More things on their care. Yes, you do need the water conditioner. This stuff, regular tap water will kill them, and this stuff will keep them alive. Follow the instructions. Like for this, it says use attached milliliter dosage cap and add 5 millimeters per 10 gallons of water. So we do enough for 20, so we do about 10 of these for just filling it up to about here. The main goal of getting all this water out is to get all of his poop out. Because they do poop. And it is hard to tell the difference between males and females. Give me a second. Females tend to be a lot bigger than the males. And yeah. You can have multiple in one tank, just I have had 2 boys in the same tank. Yeah, it's fun. You could have multiple males, multiple females, 1 female, 1 male. Just keep an eye on the females laying eggs. If they do lay eggs and you don't want any more African claw frogs, go ahead and scoop those out before they get fertilized and dispose of them as the internet says. Because I trust the internet with a lot of my information. And, you know, personal experience. I've had African claw frog. Oh, geez. Did I just ruin it? Yeah. I gotta go fix this. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I did it. Yes, I did. Okay. So this hose is based a lot off of science. Crap, this is why I hate doing the last little bit of this, because it always just constantly just goes, nope. Hi, Zania. Mind, you did not want to do it again. Okay, so I'm going to do this and just quickly rinse off the sides from all of this poop. Whee! And then I will use a wedged down towel to clean it off afterwards. Again, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have it drain again. not work. Gonna be exciting. There it goes. Now it's doing it. So as you guys can see, this takes a long time. I'm going to show you guys how to clean off their stuff that's in the tank afterwards. So, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I'm going to a new school. This school is wrapped around, basically you take your normal, everyday high school classes, but you will have a lab that you will go to which will teach you how to do certain things in a career. I am going into the veterinary science program, which means I'm going to be working with animals and learning how to be a vet. By the end of my schooling career, I will have a degree and I'll be able to groom pets. So that's not going to drain anymore. But I will be able to groom pets, and I will be able to be a vet assistant and be able to help perform a couple surgeries on animals. So that's what I am about to go into school for, which is another reason why I started making these videos suddenly. One, because I have like 19 pets. Two, because I will have a lot more to teach you guys and a lot more to put on YouTube about, oh hey, I know how to do this now. And at the same time, in my program, during holidays, I will take home different animals and be taking care of them. So I will be able to make more care videos during those times to teach you guys how to care for other animals, besides just the ones I have. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm wiping this down with a towel. Nice clean towel, just soaking up the rest of the water and wiping down the cage. That looks like that's good. I'm gonna go take this to my dirty clothes basket. Okay, now it's time to refill the tank and clean off his toys. Go. So basically what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the water conditioner inside of this cap. So this cap has different symbols on it that show you 15 millimeters, 10 milliliters, 5 milliliters. I'm going to fill it up to the 10 milliliter mark. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and dump this in. And then I'm going to go ahead and start filling it. Now, you're going to want the temperature, like, say you're bathing a baby, you want the water temperature to be about that, about room temperature. So I'm going to show you guys how I test that real quickly. So, I use my elbow like how a mother would with a baby. I'm sorry, Zinnia, I didn't see you there. I just kicked my cat in the face. So basically, I turn on the water, I turn it down, do this with my elbow. Okay, that should be good. And then I'm just going to have it go over here and fill up the tank. Hello, Father.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm making a video to teach people how to do it. Because I'm a good child. The water conditioner will mix itself around. Yeah. We'll just let that fill up.
5 days old, still good, isn't it?
Should be. I had it the other day. Where the heck is the sponge cleaner thingy? Oh, there it is. Okay. To clean up their stuff that's in their cages, use one of these. Make sure it has nothing gross on it that will cause everything to be done. Like, be like, no. And what you're going to do is you just want to scrub it with just water, no soap. If you put soap on it, you will kill your pet. So I scrub all this stuff down with just water, and after I'm done, once I'm done with one of them, I'll put it back in there in this tank, and I'll move on to the next thing. Once I'm done with that, I'll put it back in this tank, so on and so forth. I am teaching people. And a lot of you may be wondering, hey Christina, how do you know when it's clean? When it stops being slimy. At least that's my philosophy. Once it's done being slimy, it's good. Plate is relatively easy to scrub down since it doesn't have very much.
My phone did not ring when you were calling this time. It rang and I answered it. It called all three of them. That's the first my phone has rang. It's been with me in the camper all day.
Maybe she's having problems with her phone.
Like I've literally been heat from it all day, and that's the first it's rang.
Same place every time. Yeah. Couple more things, let this go down. This pipe that he really, really likes. Which I don't understand, but it's cute, so it's okay. And the last thing. purpose, but for decoration. And for my mother to drop food on and then leave there so that it gets really dirty. Yes, I'm throwing shade. No, I don't care. Shade will be thrown. Sorry. I got one. That's what I'm doing. I am throwing cold water into it.
Oh, there's way too warm.
I know. I'm like, crap. I didn't realize it was warm. There's some cold water going into it, so.
Yeah, 75-degree water feels cold.
It's okay. He's having fun in his bowl. But I put him in. He did not want to go in. Out of the net and started jumping into the kitchen. He was not happy. I literally had to pick him up with my hand. And he's really slimy. I don't like it. But I love him. There he is, Mr. Yoda. He's alive. Just playing dead because he's a brat. That's what he does. Do. And this is how much it's filled up. Haha, air bubbling. Why does the Wi-Fi hate us?
I don't know, but I'm bad.
Yeah, I turned off my data. Because it kept disconnected and then I'd use up all my data.
Yeah, Wi-Fi's disconnected.
So,
Fill up.
it down. And then we hold this facing up, and we'll get water everywhere. And then we face it down like that. And I'll come back and I will drain all that back in there. Oh, African claw frogs also shed. I just realized I never talked about that. They do shed, so if you randomly see weird skin stuff on them, do not peel it off. Back to the day. He usually sheds after we clean his tank, which I think is because of stress. He gets really stressed out when we clean his tank. Because you gotta handle him. He's like, no, I don't like that. It is still kind of warm, but do you think I can pour him in? Lexi! Shut up! Lexi, that is a cat tree that is not for you! Yes, the kids next door are playing. Leave them alone. That was a good show. I like our minute, even though it's kind of warm. He'll be fine.
Unless he's not.
And I poured him into the same temperature water before. And then that's the last of it. And then you'll gotta bug him for a while. There you go, bud. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. I'm not gonna pour all of that water in there. You're kind of nasty. Plus, there wasn't much in there anyway.
Your kind of water.
That's rude. Anyways, now it's time to put on the lid so that he doesn't hop out. Even though I haven't actually seen him hop while he's in his cage. But better safe than sorry. And then it's time to deal with this, which basically means I literally just go like this and let gravity all work for me and try to keep all of this water inside of my bathtub. Like so. I'm gonna leave that in there, and I'm gonna take that off and put everything back. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and comment down below what other cleaning tanks or just animal care videos would you guys like to see. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.